The naval battle of Hyères Islands was fought on 13 July 1795 off the Hyères Islands, a group of islands off the French Mediterranean coast, about 25 kilometres east of France's main naval base in the Mediterranean, Toulon. The battle was fought between the van of a British fleet chasing the French squadron, and the French rear. The rearmost French ship, Alcide, surrendered before exploding. Context: after the Battle of Genoa at Cape Nolly, and the capture of California and Censeur, the damaged French fleet retreated to the Hyères Islands. The Victoire, Timoleon, and HMS Berwick, as well as the frigates Alcide and Minerve, were dispatched to Toulon for repairs, leaving the squadron with only 11 ships of the line. On the 4th of April 1795, a squadron of 674s, supported by 4 frigates, under Rear Admiral Renaudin, arrived from Brest after the croisière du Grand Hyver. In May, a mutiny broke out in the Toulon squadron, while Renaudin's ships remained loyal. Renaudin moored his ships at the entrance of Toulon roads to cover the harbour against a possible English attack. Meanwhile, Conventional Deputy Joseph Niou, formerly a naval engineer, restored order by setting the sailors against the English, and having them pledge to wash the crimes in the blood of the enemies of the Republic. On the 7th of June, the French fleet set sail. Battle. In the afternoon of the 7th of July, HMS Agamemnon made contact. By the evening, the French were in pursuit, and the next morning, Agamemnon signaled the British fleet by means of cannon fire. At 9:30, the 17-ship French squadron found the 22-ship Royal Navy squadron anchored in Firenze Bay, including 6 three-deckers. Finding himself outnumbered and outgunned, Martin attempted to avoid battle by escaping to Frederick's Bay, with the British giving chase. In the evening of the 12th, the British squadron received intelligence from 2 corvettes, HMS Flesh and HMS Cyclops, that the French were south of the Hyères Islands. Contact was made again the next morning and the chase continued. The French squadron became becalmed and the rear guard was soon overtaken by the British van comprising HMS Victory, HMS Culloden, and HMS Cumberland. Without assistance from the main body of the squadron, an artillery duel broke out, battering the rearmost French ship Alcide, damaging HMS Culloden's rigging, and almost demasting HMS Victory. Despite the best efforts of her sister ships in the French line to protect her against overwhelming odds, Alcide struck her colours at 2 p.m. The frigates Justice and Alceste attempted to take her in tow to safety, but were repelled by gunfire from HMS Victory. As the main body of the French squadron prepared to intervene to rescue Alcide, a fire broke out on her foretop. She was consumed by an explosion half an hour later, causing the loss of about 300 of her crew, while 300 survivors were rescued by the British squadron. After the explosion of Alcide, the fighting died out, with the French retreating to Toulon and the British retreating to Leghorn, via San Firenzo. Orders of battle.